NV Board Gaming. Today we're going to take a look at Battle Line by Rainer Knizia. This game was published by GMT Games and it's a two-player only game. Nick is going to go through an overview of how to play and then we're going to give you our review.
All right, we're set up here for a game of Battle Line. The goal of Battle Line, despite you can see these components aren't looking too pretty, they're not really drawing you in, but the goal of Battle Line is to win these flags. You either win 3 in a consecutive or 5 total. So it's just a 1 versus 1 game of Battle Line. So let's take a look at this player's hand. We deal 7 cards to each player. So I'm gonna take a look here. So think of a game like poker. We have flushes, straights, and so forth. So we're gonna look at what scores what, knowing what's in our hand right here. In the rules, you can see that it really favors straight flushes, meaning the same suit and the same sequence of numbers, 3, 4, 5 in that case. Then it favors sets, all 3 of a kind. Then it just favors flushes, all blue. And then it just consecutive cards like straights, and it's all in 3s. And host means any numbers. So obviously the higher the better. So the best possible result is a 10 through an 8, all the same color. That would be like a royal flush almost, like something, think of it like that if you know anything about poker. So I'm looking at my hand here. We know there are 6 suits, and suits being just different colors, no shapes, no different things like that. So we like these cards here, let's say. So maybe we'll do that. What we do on our turn is we play a card. So I could play that out here. And we draw a card either from the standard troop deck, which is what was all out in front of me. We passed out 7 troops each. Or these tactic cards, which lets you change the game substantially. However, you can only play 1 more than your opponent plays. So if I took this and played it, I could not play another tactic card until my opponent does one. So I'm just going to take a troop card. That is actually pretty good for me, because now I have an open-ended straight draw, straight flush draw even. So I play this 5 here. So that means I'm trying to go for this flag. My opponent, let's see what they got. Well, my opponent got a monster hand. Why? They already have a run of 3 cards in the same suit. So they see this 5, and they're pretty thrilled right now. They're going to go ahead and put that there. Now they know in their head, there is no way I can beat that. Because even if my next few cards were 6, 7 yellow, I cannot get up to 8, 7, 6 purple. Hopefully that makes sense. So they will also draw a card, and so forth. So they know they're going to claim this. So once we go through the motions, and it's interesting. So let's say I don't even go I don't attack this yet. I don't put my 4 down yet. Let's just say I go for 2s. Anyway, the sequence is going to continue. They can throw the 6 or the 7 out. Doesn't matter. Let's say they throw the 6, and then I just throw in my. Let's throw this other 2 out there. They can then put their 7 out and take this flag, because they can prove without a shadow of a doubt that there's no way this 5 will ever be better than what they just put down. So they claim this flag. This is one of their either 3 flags in a row or 5 total in the path to victory. So this never changes. They claim this flag. And I can never play anything here. This is over. This is settled. They won that battle. Let's take a look at tactics cards. Let's take a couple, maybe a couple of them. Fog. This disables all formations. So this would be good if they didn't have anything here. This opponent didn't have anything. All they would want to do is maybe play a 9 here, a 10 here, and it really doesn't matter, because they know when they play the fog right here, it is going to fog up that battle. They play the fog here, and all we care about now, we don't care about the formations at all. We just care about the sum. Yeah, good luck with your 4, because I just put down a 19. So that's one way to then claim that battle. So you can see these middle spots are very important and powerful, because you can do more adjacent things, 3 adjacencies, and you're going to win. Or like I said, 5 total. So that's the gist of how you play Battle Line. All right, we're back from playing a couple games of Battle Line. And I'm going to give this a score of 7.9, which is a really high score for a card game for me. If you know me, I don't generally like card games in a high scale. I enjoy card games, but they're not my favorites. This one was amazing. I really, really, really like this one. I love the decisions. I love how tough it is when you place those cards. As the game goes on, it gets tougher because you start running out of places. If you have a good opponent, which Vic is getting a lot better at this game now, so now the games go longer and we're countering different things, and it's so enjoyable. I really, really recommend this. So 7.9, don't take that lightly. That is a very strong recommendation for this card game.
Mm-hmm. I gave it slightly lower, 6.8 for me, just because of my history with the game of losing so often.
Man, it's dang old complicated, you know, man. It's like a dang old Rubik's Cube, man. You like talking about blue, red, man, then you get to one side and then you like messed up.
And I pulled off a victory for once, and really when I thought about it this go around, it's not very difficult to learn. The game is not difficult to learn. It has a very simple set of rules. You can follow the formations and you can reference the rule at any time to see which hand you want to go for. And the interesting thing about building the hand, there's a lot of anxiety in this game. It gets to be, you're committing to building a hand before you even know necessarily how it's going to play out. And then you can watch your opponent play that card that you needed so badly, and you just know, okay, I got to move on to a different flag to try to win. And I just really enjoyed that, especially when your opponent gets a certain amount of flags, because that's one of the winning conditions, and there's a lot of tension in the air because you feel like, oh, are they going to get that last flag, or am I going to get a chance to ruin that plan for them?
Yeah, it's cool. Like just playing out a card that you know that they needed, so you can now prove they can't get it. So it totally demolishes some of their plans.
Yeah,
that's cool as hell.
Yeah, it really is neat. What are some of your favorite Reiner Knizia games? Let us know in the comment section below. Like this video if you haven't already, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.